CO2 or confetti machine.
Yeah.
Whilst it looks good for you lot's Instagram story, every time it goes off, that's like £5. There's one grand. Everyone better have their phones out. What do you mean?
People would be saying, how can they support the channel? Chiso by Chiso. I've got tops, got hoodies, I've got the Dragon Ball Z tees, like the Pain and Full Star tees. You lot could support, buy some of the merch. I'll be able to churn out more content. This one I'm just waiting by myself for the moment, and I'll bring out more colours. Please support. Episode featuring Taser Black, Cable Sign. Hope you like this one. More guests coming. Stay tuned.
Tantalising Taze.
Well, go on, man. It's about time.
It's about time.
Thank you for having me,
No,
man.
I'm not shaking your hand, bro. It's almost 2 years,
Wait,
bro.
are you that guy?
No,
I recently...
it's over 2 years still.
Like, we've been asking for you for 2 years, bro.
Wait, hold on. Are you gonna be that guy? Because I watched the Marvin episode. I just clocked. You're gonna be that guy.
What's that guy?
Okay, cool.
No, I also
I
know what
already
that
know
guy is,
that.
bro.
I already know what you're gonna be.
No. Wait, what happened in the Marv's episode that you didn't like, sir?
Nah, because Wes was getting on to you. You're the voice of... You're not the voice of reason, essentially. You're the one that tries to antagonize and...
No.
Do you know what I mean? But it's good though. In movies, you need someone who drives the story, so...
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah.
So you trying to sound a bad cop?
You try to play it. You're not a bad cop. You're
Nah,
not. He's actually a nice guy, but on camera, he likes to.
I tell you what it is that when you're meant to be someone in a circle, and we've been trying to get you on the pod for a while, and you know,
When you say trying, sending me comments is not trying, bro.
as Chiz never DM'd you and sent a message and said, when you come on the pod, Chiz, have you never said to Taze?
No. Chiz said it as like they want you on, but there's no confirmation. Today was confirmation. Look, I'm here.
So basically, because Chiz didn't direct, it's a bit like when someone's doing a rave, because you didn't get the personal invite, you saw the flyer,
But it's true.
but you didn't get the personal
But
invite,
my
so you
mum
didn't
told
want
me,
to come.
don't go where no one wants you, you know.
People have wanted you. I said,
That's
don't
it. Go where you're
People
celebrated, not
people have
tolerated,
wanted
you know. That's how I've managed to get to this space here.
This guy.
So who is Taser? So let's do a bit of background story on you. So where was you born?
Northwest London Hospital in Park Royal, Central Middlesex. Then grew up in an estate called Mitchell Brook. It's weird because a lot of people don't know where I'm talking about, but it's in the middle of like Church Road, Stonebridge, and St. Raf's.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a war zone there, isn't it?
Nah, we was cool, man. Like we all knew everyone from everywhere. Like we were just like that neutral hub, I guess. That
The safe space.
well, it wasn't even like a safe space. It's just like certain man's cousin might live in the estate, so man from Bridge will pull up, and it's like for the day that's them. But then sometimes you might get some Church Road youths walk past, or some St. Raf's youths walk past. We're just chilling on the block, like yo, walk on, and it is what it is. And we had like a little park. There used to be like a little mini festival every summer, and then depending on the temperature in spring, would let you know whether that event there was somewhere you could go or somewhere you like, you know what, we're staying at home, just let the kids go. So yeah, we were like in the middle.
Okay, and what was your schooling like? So what secondary school did you go to?
I went to Queen's Park. This is before like you had to live in a certain catchment area to go to school in that area. So I went to Queen's Park because most of the people in my area went to Queen's Park. So when I went to Queen's Park year 7, I knew man in year 8, year 9, year 10, year 11 because they were all like olders in my estate. So I was just cool. From then I just knew bare man in my school. And as I started progressing.
Ain't that nearer to South Kilburn?
Yeah. I knew man from South Kilburn, man from Mozart, man from Grove. Like going to that school opened me up to like the West London and Northwest side, but that side of Northwest. So then,
would you say that in school? Would you say that you was you the smart kid? Was you the sporty kid? Was you the good-looking kid? You know, in school that
I went
with
the
boys,
good-looking
you
one.
was always there.
Yeah, I went the good-looking one. I went light skin with brown eyes or hazel eyes. So I went the good-looking one until like
I said no, Amari.
until like Dwayne and them man there until like year 10. So from year 7 to year 10, I was just the smart guy who finished. Like I was that kid in school who would pay attention to the teacher but still be chatting with the man then.
Yeah.
And by the end of the lesson, if you haven't done your work, you're not leaving. I've done my work. And the man was, how you was getting involved with the band and with the man? Yeah, but I could do both at the same time. And then when I got to like year 10 is where I kind of got distracted by women.
Yash.
Yeah. I'll be honest. And then from then it was just like it was downhill for studies essentially. Yeah. So I finished school with 10 GCSEs.
Okay.
But I definitely could have done better. 100%.
Then did you go to college?
I stayed in sixth form. My dad's a very smart man, and he's like, I can see the distraction is distracting you, so you're staying in that same school. I can't let you go college.
Yeah.
You're gonna lose it.
Where was he gonna go? St. Charles.
Probably, because Miles went there. Do you know what I mean? It would have been one of them colleges that bare man went to.
Go to.
And I wouldn't have been there studying, because that's when you had to do independent learning. Like you had to want to learn.
Okay,
Whereas
yeah.
in sixth form, you still had lessons and you have to be here and do registration. Whereas college, but if you didn't go to college, no one was checking on you.
And then from college, did you go to uni?
Yeah, I went London, met uni.
Okay, I went there too. Holloway Road.
Yeah.
I went there too.
Imagine
What did
I
you
was
study,
gonna go
sir?
there, you know.
Serious?
Yeah.
Do you know what's mad?
Because of basketball, I was about to go there, had a tryout. I was just like, you know what, this is a journey, man. It's like,
Yeah, it's
let
far.
me
It's
stay
far.
south.
It's far because I was getting the train there.
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
But
What did you study there, sir?
music and media management.
Same thing I studied as well.
Yeah.
And then I went from that to business management and marketing.
I just
So
stayed.
you lot must have had a crossover with my cousin, Zubs.
I went 2006. When did you go to?
I can't even remember. You know.
You must have had a
I said
crossover.
2006. But I was still in high school, bro.
What do you
for
mean?
real?
Wait, 2006?
Yeah, I was 17 in 2006.
Yeah.
I was
there
still
must
in
be-
sixth
yeah,
form.
So there must have been a crossover though.
No, I would
No,
never
there
have
must
met
have
him
been a
then.
crossover.
Brother, how did it
So
be a
like after you've left, my cousin would have still probably been there.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly.
I met your cousin like Sunday show days. Do you know what I mean?
But he'd have probably still been there.
And then from university, obviously, I'm assuming you graduated, you finished.
I finished. I didn't graduate. My mum still gets on to me today.
Oh, so you got your qualification, you got your, well, you just
but
didn't
I
go to throw the hat and whatever
yeah,
it is.
Yeah, because
He done to me.
Oh, you didn't go, no.
Bro, when I phoned my mum and told her a year later, she got vexed. She's like, oh, why did you? I said, nah, man.
But do you know what put me off though?
Yeah.
I didn't have P, and I think they emailed me saying, "Yo, you got to pay
have
for
to
your
pay for your
gown,
gown.
you got to pay for your tickets for everyone else to come." When I worked out the maths, it came up to like 3-4 bills. I
Yeah.
said, "No, man, I'm not paying for this." So when that day came, I just extra, do you know what I mean, extra snooze in bed, and then I think it got to like late summer. My mum's like, "Yo, wait, hold on, when's your graduation?" I said, "Oh, Mum, that's gone." She's gone, "Eh? We didn't go.
must have been livid.
We didn't go." I said, "Mum, it's not that deep, man. Don't worry about it, man."
Your mum must have been livid.
Yeah, that actually feeling.
They posted it to get it.
So what, she didn't get the picture? She ain't got the picture on the wall with
Bro, I ain't got my certificate.
Oh, you ain't got yours?
Yeah, that's why man say, "Oh, Taser, you didn't graduate."
Oh, they
Bro,
posted mine still.
I ain't got my certificate. I ain't got my
They
certificate.
posted
Nothing.
mine.
I
Wowzers.
just signed in online to see if I passed. It said yes. I think I got 2-1.
Yeah.
That was enough for me.
Okay.
And all my jobs after, I've never had to say I've gone uni.
Yeah, it's true.
What was your first job?
As soon as I got out of uni, no, whilst I was at uni, I had a job working in a shoe store.
Okay.
Barrett's, they don't even exist no more. I was getting £4.50 an hour. And I was doing 10 hours a week.
Okay.
You're saying £45.
Wow, I was getting 2 bills a month.
Hey.
Bro, that ain't even two, that's 180, fam. That's in 2 bills. What's that? Before tax.
Do you know what I left though? Do you know what I left? Do you know what I left?
Go on.
I had 4 T's then. And then one guy was like, "Yo, I want 2 hoodies." Well, I think he said, "I want a hoodie. Can you bring it to work and I'll meet you after work?"
Yeah.
I said, "All right, cool." He's come to meet me after work and I was selling him £45.
Yeah.
Man made
I gave him-
his whole
bro.
week shift in one hoodie.
Bro, I gave him the hoodie, he gave me £45. I looked at the £45 like, bro, this is my whole shift. It's my whole shift for the week, bro. You gave it to me in one transaction.
Yeah.
I said, "You man, I'm out."
Would you say that was the birth of your entrepreneurial journey?
Yeah, as in like wanting to make it myself.
Yeah.
16 was when it first started, when I asked my dad for some peas to start 40s. Man looked at me like, "What are you talking about?" I said, "What?" I said, "All right, cool." And then I used to do like obviously extracurricular activities to get dough here and there.
As in, what do you mean? As in
I
only
had
fans or something? What do you mean?
man said only fans, you know.
No,
I used to dabble in some illegal activities.
Okay.
One of my favorite ones was when you used to be able to place an order online.
Okay.
I used to be able to go in store and collect, but they didn't check ID.
Oh, okay. So literally, you just go in there and
Just go in
just
and collect.
pick it up.
So I used to do that with phones and trainers.
Okay.
And obviously go back to the ends, sell the phones, sell the trainers, whatever. And then had a little cash there, started the clothing line. Clothing line was just like t-shirts in the ends. I'm from the same estate Ben Jart's from. So
Okay.
me and Ben Jart started around the same time.
Yeah.
So I mean, he had t-shirts called Tired of Being Broke. I had Star in the Making. Like even if you go on YouTube and watch like old grime sets, you'll see me wearing them.
For those that don't know,
I used to
Taser
MC.
used to MC.
Yeah, I used to
For
MC.
those who don't know.
Yeah, this is like 16, 17 though. And then, yes, I've always been trying to do something, trying to sell something or get recognized somewhere. And then it just stopped when I got arrested one time. And it looked like it was peak.
Yeah.
So,
Did they come to the house?
Yeah, of course they came to the house. I had Mumsy speaking in Yoruba. trying to signal to me. The year,
The lightning come from nowhere, too.
bro. And
Like
just
from
so bad.
Hollywood
effects.
My mom is so sick here because she's speaking to me in Yoruba, basically saying, "I told you they were gonna come for you, you know.
Yeah.
Now don't fight, just go. Just go with them. No, because I know. Because I told her. I used to tell my mom all my moves in it. And then one time I was so desperate. I told my man, "You lot are gonna be like, what are you doing?" I told my man, "Listen, times are hard. Just use my address."
Ah, you're finished.
And that's how you know I was in the mud. And I told my mom.
You sent the thing to your house.
I just said use a different name,
You
man.
can only pull them moves when you know
You
someone
got
lives
flats
in
or something.
Yeah.
ABC.
Brother, I got a front door. Mine's a house.
Not that I know of that
I
shit.
told
but,
man, I told man, boom, do your thing. And it's mad because I've said it before. My mum and dad used to do it as well, so
Yeah.
they know the ins and outs.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Above, do you know what I got out of it? Some dusty jacket and 2 bills, you know. When I look back here, I'm
Yeah.
like, Taser, what are you doing? But anyway, they came knocking strong. Hand over my laptop, all of that stuff. But then bus case, they didn't.
And how old is you at this point?
22. So I was still at uni.
Okay.
But student finance weren't stretching, grant weren't stretching. There was a lot of times I found myself like eating Indomie
It's amazing,
and drinking water. Yeah. Indomie and drinking water. Like them times you saw me in West End. What?
So how did the two of you meet actually? How did the two of you bump into each other?
I don't know how long I've known this guy. And just so mad.
Is that before social media?
Before Insta and all this,
way before.
Okay.
But one thing I'll always say, Chizo's always showed me love. Always. I was like his little bro. So even all the man them in South, used to treat me a certain way because I knew Chiz.
Yeah.
And they didn't know why. Like I randomly found myself in Brixton. I said, hold on, let me phone Chiz first. Am I allowed it?
Man's at McDonald's, he's not too sure.
Bro, one time I called Chiz, I said,
Am I wearing the right colour? Should I take this bandana off?
hey, one time I called Chiz, I said, yo, I've heard about this estate. No, I called him, I said, what's the bad estate in Brixton? Because I think I'm somewhere, but I want you to say it first before I say it. Goes, there's only one, bro, Summer Leighton. But I looked up, it said Summer Leighton. He said, what are you doing there? I said, bro, you know what I'm doing.
Wait, man, you want someone later? You fair
I
enough.
didn't know
You
where I was.
don't fair anything.
I didn't know where I was. I didn't know where I was. It's only after a while, so I'm like, wait, hold on. I stopped and I called him. Even taking up my phone, I was like, but I need to talk to Chizo. Called. I said, yo. He said, yeah, bro. He said, do what you're doing and get out. I said, you ain't gotta tell me twice, man.
Nah, back in the day, if a girl said Summer Leighton Fields or Angel Town, nice to meet you.
It's a no.
Yeah, it's a no.
It's a no for me.
I don't know who your brother is.
It's a no for me.
Who your cousin is. I don't want to know
All
who your
Yellow
brother is or
Brick.
your cousin.
But you know what I like? Do you know why I like that you said
But
that?
you know the funny thing, I used to be in Yellow Brick all the time.
I mean, one time, I think I was about 22, and when she said Yellow Brick, I said, I said,
Bro, I'll tell you how I used to get in there. Addison Lee.
Yeah.
I wasn't even taking a cheap cab. I was thinking Addison Lee.
Impossible.
Do you know what's funny that you said? You
Tin
said
it
what you
out.
said in regards to like certain areas you don't go and see, obviously. That's why I didn't really see girls in Northwest.
Okay.
Because remember, I don't have an older brother or older cousins. I didn't come from a family that's known in Northwest.
Yeah.
I'm just me and trusting in my brethren who were like road youths. You know what I mean? But there's only so far that I can stretch in it. So I thought, you know what? Let me be smart. When I think about it, I didn't link no one in Northwest. All them girls that were in Harlesden, Willesden, Kilburn, if I knew they knew someone that had a cousin, not interested. So I started going out.
Yeah.
Hackney, Peckham, Brixton.
Yeah.
Train. But one time I took the train and tram to Croydon.
Where you go? Arena.
I can't remember where I went.
Wowzers.
And the girl said to me, listen, my mum doesn't like Nigerian guys, so lie and say you're Ghanaian.
Wow.
The girl was so buff, I lied.
What do you mean?
He was a Kwaku.
Bro.
Wait, you told
But I got to the yard.
Did she measure the back of your head?
You're dumb. I got to the yard. No. I got to the train.
Wait, what did you say your name was though?
No.
What's it, Nana?
No. I used my English name.
Okay.
Yeah, I said, hi, William. My name's William. Bro, the brother's in. But do you know what pissed me off? The brother was in the yard. I said, I'm not cooking today.
What do you mean?
The big brother was in the yard. So I went to the yard on some like, this is my friend vibe.
Yeah.
Daytime, you know.
Yeah.
And she had me out by like 8.
Yeah.
What, did you have to sit in the front room and watch TV with the family?
Yeah.
Yeah, them younger days.
Bro,
Them younger
from
days.
Neasden to Croydon to sit in the living room and nah. I was fuming. But then I had a rave coming up, and that was kind of like me ensuring that she's coming to that rave.
Okay. What was the name of your first actual rave that you actually did?
Brother, I don't remember my first rave, man.
You
Don't
know,
remember what it was called?
Nah, I did because I didn't have a brand. It was just various names. So I had like a old school hip hop party where people dressed up as their favorite 90s artist.
Yeah.
I had 4Ts and friends.
Okay.
I booked a couple artists like Cleo Soul, TE, Young's Teflon.
Yeah.
Even Tef, I had to phone Tef one time and say, yo, bro, serious things, like I want to book you for an event, but I'm hearing on tunes that you're all 50 man deep and that. Nah. I said, bro, please, +2. I promise you, like, if anything kicks off, I'll be in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And he was just like, do you know what, Taze, I fuck with you, cool. And he came to the
Yeah.
man. That's how me and Teflon built our relationship from back then.
Jimmy.
Jimmy Conway.
Jimmy Conway.
What was I saying again? I was saying something before I went off.
Croydon.
You're talking about Croydon.
Yeah, Croydon, yeah.
And you
So-
went there because so you can come to the rave.
Yeah, so she's come to the rave, and anybody who listens to Free Shots, you've heard the infamous story about me and the Vauxhall Corsa. It was her.
Okay.
Yeah. In the rave now, you know when he gets a bit heated and that, I'm like, yo, I'm not coming back to Croydon.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'll come back to Wembley. So if there's chemistry now,
Yeah.
let's just deal with it now. She's like, yo, where we going? Big my boy's car keys.
Wait, went in your car?
No, I wasn't driving. I went to my boy's car. Leicester Square. You know TJ's?
Leicester Square.
That strip thing. Yo.
CCTV
Main
or
road,
something.
brother. Nah, what? This girl was so,
Slipping.
bro. This girl was so buff, so buff. You know that day, I ain't seen her again.
For real?
I ain't seen her again.
As a
If
bitch,
I-
you've never seen it, never
Bro, if I
bumped into her
if I
again.
walk past her today, I won't know it's her until she says her name.
Yeah.
Like
That is
I ain't
too
seen her
funny.
again. This was like 10 years ago, but she was
It's
buff.
too funny.
Sweet one.
That is too funny.
Man, driving through Croydon looking.
That is too funny.
Hello.
That's mad.
Is it me you're looking for?
Sweet Ghanaian babe. But you know,
The first event I went to of yours, I think that was that a Faded, where it was somewhere in the city, and I think it was like downstairs. I think it was your birthday or something.
you keep telling me about this event, man, and I keep telling you about how you reacted. The way Rob grabbed my arm that day, I will never forget. There was one tantalizing babe that walked past. Rob lost his mind.
Nah, she was-
And he grabbed me. I said, yo.
She was special still.
When he pointed her out, I
He's
said,
having flashbacks.
No, she was.
That's it, she was special.
when he pointed her out, yeah, I looked. I'm like, what you doing with that one? He goes, yeah. I said, yeah, come on, man.
She was.
She was
But that wasn't a Faded event though, was it?
It was refresh. That was when me and Matthew had realised
No, it's not that event. I can remember when I first
Yes,
met you.
The venue was Hyde, Mayfair.
No, it wasn't there. I'm talking before. Okay, think about when I first. I'm talking like 2012. Not that event.
Faded was 2012, so
That exactly that event. Think about it was. I think it was your birthday, and it was somewhere in the city, not West End. It was in the city somewhere.
Oh, you're talking about Duke's downstairs.
Yes, I think.
Yeah, Duke's. It's called
Was that the first?
Sobranos or
Was
something
that the
like
first
that?
official Faded?
No. First official Faded was River Factory around the corner, Whitechapel. You know that city part?
Which one was it? Was it the one where everyone was trying to push in, and I stepped out?
Downstairs. If it's downstairs, it has to be Duke's.
No, I'm saying the white.
Oh, yeah.
That's the one. Whitechapel. I think it was
No,
Whitechapel.
No. Yeah. Chiz is my guy, man. There was one time, yeah. This is before tickets. This is before Shubs.
Yes. It was
So
before shows. Yeah.
basically, we usually do two events around Christmas. We do the one before Christmas. I remember the date as well, the 20th of December, and then we do Boxing Day, 26th. The 20th of December, remember, there's no tickets.
Yeah.
So Matthew was like, for these two events, we got to sell tickets just to see. But man sold like 56 tickets, bro.
Yeah.
The venue holds up to 500.
Yeah.
But remember, everyone's just used to paying on the door.
Yeah.
So we didn't gauge how many people were coming on
Yeah.
the door. Brother.
Yeah, that
The
was
door,
immense.
Chizo turned into bouncer. I think it was
so-
you.
yeah.
It was you and someone else.
I
I
said,
can't
everyone
remember.
move back, man.
Of the way Chizo held the
Right,
door, I
you
said,
ain't gonna lock off my register, rave,
bro, I'm so grateful.
Was that a Faded?
Yeah, Faded. That was Faded. That was
Okay.
Faded.
Yeah.
So I didn't even get into that rave. I didn't get in.
I think I remember that one actually.
Yeah, I
Was
was
that
at the door.
Thursday?
Yeah, Thursday. We used to do Thursday.
Yeah, I think I remember that rave. I never
never got
it.
in.
I remember that rave.
I
Still,
never
I
got
remember
in.
that rave.
I literally was on the door, and it got to I think it got to 2 a.m. I said, I can't even fit. I just went to sit in the car.
Yeah.
Looked in my little bag that I had. Brother, the amount of money that was in that bag, I said, yeah, fuck this rave, man. I don't even care about the rave no more.
Okay, the money.
I don't even care about the rave no more. Then it got peaked because there was certain men that from West London that came, and they're like certified, innit? So
Yeah.
they tried to get in. The owner was like, yo, I'm going to get you in through the back. So when they've gone through the back now, tried to get in through the back door, I think they were under the impression that they were okay to go in, and then the owners kind of stopped them.
Yeah.
Stopped the wrong guy, bruv.
Yeah.
Man slapped the owner. Boxed him, bruv.
See what is with these things here? What is this ownership that we have for spaces when you're just
You don't own it.
you're just
video.
yes, you're the bad man in the ends, but what is this entitlement that
Bro.
some people have to an area where because this is my patch or I do something here, I should be able to just walk into your rave? I'm sure you've had that. So as a promoter,
Bro.
what's the stickiest situation you've had where someone's come to the door and has kind of said to you, "Nah, man ain't paying, fam."
Bro,
That man's not
nah,
paying, fam.
I ain't had that.
Man ain't paying, fam.
Nah, I ain't had that.
You've never had a guy get to the door and kind of just try and walk past you?
No, but what I've had is one time is bank holiday Monday in the Curtain, Shoreditch. And as you know, bank holiday weeks.
Yeah. Everyone's out.
Yeah, it's mad. So I kind of said to Matthew, I said, yo, let's not sell out because I kind of want to, let's make money on the door kind of thing. He's like, yo, the way these tickets are selling, we can't do that, bro. Let's just sell out so that when people do come on the door and they ain't got a ticket, we can just say, you can't get in. I said, yeah, that makes sense kind of thing. Did that now. So one time, we've done the event, and then because I've sold all tickets, but I don't need to be on the door.
Yeah.
So we've just gone inside with vibes in. Bro, security's radioed, yeah? Yo, we've got some trouble outside. Can one of the promoters come upstairs?
Why did they call the promoter if I don't understand?
Because apparently the guy's specifically asking for a promoter.
Yeah.
He's not asking for the door girl, he's asking for a promoter. Maybe he wants to buy a table, whatever. I'm like, we're sold out. Anyway, I go upstairs now, but the queue is long. When I get to the door, it's like everyone can see me outside now. Bruv, these two guys have just walked over. They're going, yo, are you the promoter, bruv? We want to get, like they've given me all the energy already. So now I'm like, okay, I've assessed you, now let me switch up. So he goes, yo, are you the promoter? Bruv, I'm trying to get in, man, buy all the tables. I'm just getting in.
Buy all the tables.
We're 3 cars up, bro. We're getting in.
Buy all the
Are you the
tables.
promoter? I said, no. But you know what? I'm going to go get the promoter for you.
Straight back inside and close the door.
I went back inside.
Close
man.
and slam the door.
I went back inside. That's it. I said, listen, security, if they ain't got a ticket, cancel.
Yeah.
Don't want to hear it.
Yo, Wes.
Only ticket holders only. Everybody else, goodbye.
Yeah.
That made me learn that, sometimes it's not always cool to let everybody know that you're the promoter, man. Yeah, man. Just as long as the event's going well, tickets are sold, just go inside and enjoy it, man. You've hired door girls, security and all that to do their job. Let them do their job.
Do you switch off your phone during events?
Nah, just in case like one of you lot might want to call me.
What sort of maths or what sort of feasibility test do you do before doing an event? So let's say, for instance, there's a, let's say I'm a promoter now. I'm sorry, an event. Let's say I'm a venue owner, and you come to a venue and say, okay, you want to do, say, refresh. Okay, and let's say we're in a venue now that holds 200 people. So let's say I said to you, all right, Taser, got this venue here, 200 capacity, come and do an event here. And I say to you that, what is the maths that you would do to see whether it's feasible to do this event here or not? So for anyone who's maybe trying to get into events, let's just use this venue as an example. Venue 254, it's got a license till 1:30, it can hold 200 people. What would you say if you was going to do an event? What would the numbers be for you to make sure that you can make any money from this? Let's go from maybe talking about how much you spend on DJs, what you would say a reasonable bar spend would be, or if I was going to give you a higher fee. So let's just try and break that down to see, so someone can get the mathematics of how you work your brain in regards to doing an event. So 200 capacity, venue is to 1:30 at night, holds 200, we're in East London. What event would you hold there if you was going to hold an event, and how would you do the maths to make sure that you can go away with a good amount of money?
Okay. I'll do a party. It's like a chilled vibe. 1:30 is not that bad. I've noticed since COVID, a lot of people don't mind party until 1, even 12. Like my R&B event ends at 11, and we don't do after parties.
Yeah.
Everybody go home or go find somewhere else. So I'd ask you what your bar spend is, or what you want behind the bar.
So let's say we told you 5K.
I'll do 5K divided by 200 people.
Okay, let's just see what that is.
What would that give me?
5,000 divided by 200. So let's see whether you think that's feasible enough. So 5,000 divided by 200 equals
£25 a head.
£25 per head.
That's 100% feasible. I'd be like, yeah, cool. I might even give you pushback and say, can we agree to 5K, but then after 5K, can I get a percentage back?
Well, okay, well, explain that to me. How does that work?
So like kickback on the bar after 5K. So let's say I do 8K, you give me 10% of 3K.
Okay, so you get basically £300 back
On
basically.
top, yeah.
Okay.
That could cover maybe a security cost if there's a security cost. what would your higher fee be for an event that holds where you're expecting 200 people?
I guess ideally, I think Chiso probably would maybe, as a promoter, if he was going to do promoted event, I think probably would just give you a bar spin. So let's say your bar spin is just 5k, and that's it.
So there's no higher fee?
No higher fee.
Ah, okay, cool. Then that means you trust me then?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. If you didn't trust me, I'd expect your higher fee to be maybe like 20% of your bar spin.
As in 2,500?
That's not 20%.
Oh, 20%. Oh, so basically
not bad.
£500. So
This guy is massive.
no, 20% of the higher fee.
20% of the bar spin.
Of the bar spin?
Yes, that's a bag.
Okay, so you
And
want
then I get my
£1,000?
bag back once I hit the bar spin.
Oh, so you mean a deposit basically?
Yeah, deposit. Yeah,
Okay,
deposit,
okay.
I don't think in a venue like this you'd need to do a higher fee per se, only if the person who's coming in doesn't know what they're doing. So to cover your back. Mm-hmm. You know that you get some people who are very what's the word I'm looking for? They're very excited and they say, "Oh my god, I can bring 500 people," and then they bring 50.
Yeah.
It's like just to cover yourself and your staff and whoever you have, because the lights do go on at some point. So you got to pay. You say, "Listen, I'm gonna take a higher fee, but then I can give you maybe a few drinks once you hit a certain spend." Do you know what I mean?
So far now, technically, just to say we're going to go with the 20% deposit. So now you've given us £1,000. So £1,000 has now secured the night. Okay, so you're £1,000 down now. So let's start talking about the costs for this event now.
So security and everything come with you.
Yes.
I ain't gonna worry about that. So all I got to worry about is the program in the night.
Yeah.
Probably get like 2 DJs, man. Maybe 3.
3 DJs.
Depends on the night.
Is your brand big enough now that you don't need to actually? Not saying you don't book big name DJs. Would you say your brand is big enough now that they come for either refresh, for slow jams, R&B, faded? They come for that and not for the DJs.
Yeah, I don't promote the DJs. The DJs can do that themselves.
Okay.
There was a transition on Instagram where DJs started saying that if you wanted me to post your flyer, it's an extra fee.
It's an extra fee,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah. Do you remember?
The cheek of them, yeah.
So in my mind, I'm thinking, I get that because some of you DJs are actually brands yourselves. I get that. So if you are gonna put my flyer on your story, I can see why you'd be like, you know what? But then when you actually test it, which is what we were talking about off camera in regards to like the influencer marketing, some DJs don't have a pool.
Yeah, they don't have a pool. Yeah.
They're great DJs, but they don't have a pool. They can't pool 200 people, whereas I can.
Yeah.
So all right, cool. I'm not putting your name on the flyer then.
So how much would you pay? How much would the DJs cost you for that event then? So we spent £1,000 so far as a deposit.
With that event, I'm looking at DJs that probably range between
max,
50 to £100 an hour.
So let's say the max cost for the DJs that night would be what would be a budget for that night for the DJs?
I'd put £5 aside for it, but I don't think I'd spend the whole £5.
Okay, so let's call that 1.5 now.
Yeah, because between 8 and 10, that's just people coming in warming up, and then between 10 and 12, it's like it'll be like the not headline DJ, but like a nice DJ, and then my main will be 12 and 1.
Okay.
When I think about it like that, the main spend will be between 10:30 and 12:30.
So that's 10:30 to 12:30, which means that what you're
2
saying now
hours.
is within those 2 hours, technically, let's say £4,000 you should spend in those 2 hours.
Yeah.
So that's 4,000 divided by 2 is 2,000. So that's £2,000 an hour.
Can your bar do that?
Yeah, because what's one thing a lot of venue owners do, they understaff the bar, which even as a promoter, you're looking at your bar space and look at the queue, it's 10 man deep.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm not reaching the bar space because of you.
So you got to average how quick your bar, and usually...
You know, when I see a bar that's extremely busy, I just want to drink.
Yeah, because you can't get to the bar on time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it depends if the service is quick though. It could be busy, but if it's quick... No, but if it's quick,
If
like,
it's quick, yeah.
do you know what I mean? But that's why we push for...
2,000 an hour.
It's a mad...
Every day.
Mm.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's a mad number, but if you're going to say 5K, 130, it has to be a night that starts early.
So that means technically, so would you not say you would do a day party instead of doing a night party then?
No,
to make sure you can ensure that the bar spends hit?
When you say day party, what time?
As in like maybe like say, I don't know, like a 3 till 10 p.m. or something.
No, that's all fine and dandy. I just know my audience. If I do a 3 till 10, ain't no one getting there till 7.
So what you're saying technically is
So I've lost 4 hours.
So what you're saying technically for the raving scene, technically what you're saying is that you only really have a small window of maybe 2 to 3 hours of a spend.
I'm not saying it as if like I'm being, oh my God, I've done the science. Everyone here, we go partying.
Yeah.
No one gets there. Okay, a rave that's 10 till 3. What time are you getting there?
1 o'clock.
What time are you getting there?
12:30.
Yeah,
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah. So we really
so
2 hours.
it's been open
basically.
since 10. The bar's chilling, bro.
It only works on black raves, though. White raves, They'll be
Why
there.
raves they open at 6, bro?
But I guess as a
Shit
promoter,
off
don't
the
you
work.
put things in place like saying the doors close at a certain time to show everyone gets in so that you can get the spend?
I mean, you do that, but it doesn't really work. The one that works the most, I guess, is I don't think people do it anymore, but like ladies free before a certain time. That used to bang.
Yeah.
But then what you find is once the ladies are in, there ain't no one buying no drink.
Yeah, because
they're waiting for them.
You know, I've never done an event where
They're
ladies
waiting
are
for
free.
them.
I've never done an
No,
event.
okay. See, I used to roll with
I've never done it.
Napa,
Yeah.
big naps.
Yeah, I used to do raves with him.
I think he
back in
started
the
it. I think he started it, and I've seen it, bro. The queue is 200 strong, moving mad slow, like one person every 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Soon as it hits 11,
Yeah.
£20 on the door.
Girls scatter.
See?
Like roaches.
Hey!
I've seen it. I've seen it.
All of a sudden, there's no one in the queue.
What was that place across from Chinatown?
Oh, there's so many in
we used to-
Central,
yeah,
man.
we used to-
The best one I saw it at is Departure Lounge
Yeah,
and Alto.
yeah.
It's called Cirque du Soir now. It's Le Soir,
Yeah.
it's called. Bro, they used to do ladies free before 10:30.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see the queue
Yeah.
from like 9.
9
People are
o'clock,
finishing
yeah.
work in Carnaby Street.
Yeah.
You're seeing the queue line. You're like, right, you're seeing sweet ones.
Yeah. They're making sure they're getting in for free.
They're not getting in though.
But yeah, let's go back to the maths way. So £1,000 you spent, £500 on the DJs.
that's a
Let's say
bag
you've got a
fund.
little internet flyer that you've got to do, maybe what, 30, 40 quid for the internet flyer?
Yeah. So
so-
you're looking at a grand, let's say a grand 600 all in.
All in.
Because what else am I paying for? I'm not doing Facebook marketing.
Photograph, like a photographer? No?
Do you know what? Depending on your source, some of them you can get for free. But my photographer usually charges like 200, 250 now. But I wouldn't get him for that kind of night. That's too expensive.
So you wouldn't get a photographer at all then?
Depends on what night it is. If it's my birthday, I'll probably just get a photo booth.
Okay, so let's just say the night's costing you maybe what, 1,700 all in. As if
a lot, you know.
you don't hit your bar spend. Because maybe you've only the £1,000 you're getting back, isn't it?
Yeah, so technically I'm looking at it as
700 then.
yeah
700.
and then I'm charging.
How much for tickets for this event that you're doing?
What in this
right now?
in this current climate?
Yeah,
You start off at like 10,
10.
get people's interest.
10, so hold on. So that's 200. Let's call it.
So let's put 50 at £10.
Okay, so 50 at £10, that's 500.
Then I put another 50. No, sorry, I'm lying. 20 at £10.
It wasn't fake early birds. Hey guys, early birds, you can sort out, man. Be quick.
Super
Super early bird. So you got super early bird,
And then
early bird,
birds.
then bird.
Yeah, trust me. Then standard, and then it will last minute release. But that's if you have a demand, innit? Sometimes your demand is high.
Okay.
So you can push
So
up.
you got 10 at £20,
10 at wait, no, I never said 10 at £20. I said 20.
20 at.
20 at £10.
Okay, so that's £200.
Yeah, and then 30 at £12.50 maybe.
I don't know the maths for that, but let's call it 400.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then the rest at 15.
15. So the majority would be 15. So let's say you get. Would you anticipate to sell out with 200 people easy? For your brand, I'm sure 200 people is easy.
Yeah. I wouldn't even. I can't lie to you. At this stage I'm at now, I wouldn't do £15 tickets for a 200 capacity venue.
Will you do £20 straight?
Yeah, I just jumped to 20.
So that would be 20 times 200. So that would be literally 4K minus your £700. So you'd be looking to walk away with £3,300.
Yeah, I'm not complaining for a 1 day, 8 till 1. That's a decent.
And what would you say is what is the biggest loss you've made in an event? What's your biggest loss? Let's do, because what is people will see because one thing people will see your slow jams on R&B event, for instance. I remember when you first started it in that place, just in City, you started it.
That's not where I started it.
No,
I started at Trent Park.
was it the first one, Trent Park?
First one was in Trent Park, yeah. And the first one was meaty. No, not meaty as in like.
Is it Trent Park?
vibes.
Remember, 'cause I saw you put it on your story saying you wanted to do something, and you did it in that place where it's got like a pool table and that. Remember the place in?
Pool table.
Remember that place? Where,
Oh no. So, okay.
Sink.
No. Yeah. No.
Was that the first
okay,
place you done it?
So what that was? Okay, let me explain. So what that was that was just an R&B night. But remember, when I had my bar, I was trying to schedule R&B Thursdays.
Okay.
So that was the idea behind that. Let me build an R&B night on a Thursday. So when I open the bar, it just slots in.
Okay.
So I started in sync. That wasn't me and Chucky's though. That was me independent,
Oh,
faded
so,
R&B.
so you say that's separate to now what you're doing now then?
Yeah, that was separate. That was because of the bar. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do R&B Thursdays and then in-house Fridays, in-house Saturdays, and then you and Marv
then
were gonna
I was gonna
take I'm a
do
Piano
Sundays.
Sundays.
Okay.
So that was supposed to be the schedule for the bar.
So the launch of the slow jams
The
and
actual
R&B,
launch of me and Chucky was around September, October in Trent Park 2021. And it was
2021.
yeah, it was during that phase where it was still lockdown, wasn't lockdown. So we just invited all of our friends. And you know how in Trent Park you have the inside bit, bruv. You know when you move the sofas to try and make the venue look smaller than it is? Yeah, we didn't sell out.
How many people would you say you got there?
There was about 200 in there.
200. And what was the bar spend for that event?
I don't think we had a bar spend because it was during lockdown. They just wanted the custom.
Okay.
They were
And
cool.
what is the biggest loss you've made from an event?
It varies.
And when I mean biggest loss, I don't mean loss where I'm talking about the biggest amount that you've lost from one event.
But that's what I'm saying. As in money wise.
Yeah.
I think the stupid one was. I don't want to get this figure wrong. I think it's between 5 and 10K, and we didn't even do the event. It was to secure a venue.
Okay.
Went to go see the venue. Read the clause in the venue. I said, wait, this doesn't make any sense. Can you change this? No. I mean, you can't change it. Can't change it. Okay, all right, cool. Can we get our money back? No.
So what was the clause in the actual?
But we wanted to do like a takeover of Butlins.
Okay.
And then they wanted to charge, I think, 10 or 20 pounds per customer for bed linen. I'm like, I'm pretty sure I can go on Amazon and get it for like £4 or £5. Like, this doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, if you want to go ahead with the event, you have to get your bed linen from us. The venue held about 1,000, 1,500. So let's say 1,000 people wanted to sleep there. Each person would have to pay £20 on check-in. So you're making 20 bags on bed linen.
Jesus Christ.
On bed linen that we can get cheaper. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't understand. They were not budging, bro. I said, all right, cool, forget it. Forgetting that we've already sent the 5K deposit for the venue.
Yeah.
So when we tried to go back to London, because the venue was in like Liverpool, we went back to London and we're like, oh, hold on, can we get our deposit back? Then we viewed the venue. They're like, nah, it's non-refundable. You either have to go ahead with the
And
event.
did you sign the contract where it stated that it was
but,
non
but there was a middleman, and he was the one that kind of didn't read that part. Because Matthew, you don't know Matthew.
Yeah, he does
Matthew
due
would have read that
diligence.
before we went there, but we
Yeah.
couldn't do that because it was taken away from us. By
Okay.
the
And what is the biggest loss for an event that actually went ahead?
I don't think I've lost a big amount of money like that because.
You don't want to catch my L.
Nah, do you know what it is? Do you know what it is though? No.
So basically, most of the events
I
that you've
still
done,
feel that in my sleep, you know. Are we in the sleep?
He's talking about Watford.
Switching. Nah. Flipping
Some
during
of them-
lockdown.
Yeah, wasn't it Watford?
No, the one in by Thingy, Old Kent Road. 1,800 people turned up, where I had to drive away quietly.
Old Kent Road.
yeah. Do you remember the one he was doing where the police all turned up?
Yeah, someone phoned the police.
Oh, no, I thought you was talking about the one where you had to get the tent because you thought it was going to rain and it didn't rain.
Oh yeah, no, that L was.
Yeah, that was fucking hilarious, man.
taking
I'm taking
Bro.
some L's.
That was hilarious
Brother.
though, because he's in the group like, should I get it? Should I not? Should I get it? I'm like,
That L cost
nah,
me.
get it.
That
Got
cost
it.
me
No
9 bags.
rain.
So,
Yeah.
The year before, I took a 50 something bag loss. I took a 9 bag loss.
Nah, that 50 something bag loss is
That
mad.
is
I'm
pain.
taking some L's still.
Man, there's L's still.
No, you know.
That is pain.
My life.
I ain't
So,
really taking a
you
big
said that most of the, because you've done events for 10 years, you're saying
11 years.
11 years. You're saying successfully during this 10-year period, you can say that with all the events that you've done, that you can think of, you've done your due diligence enough that
Hey,
even
where's
if you're
Donald?
just broken even, that you've not actually taken like a...
Yeah, I ain't taking no big loss like in regards to like that. Like the big losses I've taken in the thousands have been because of stupid stuff like a venue's rushing us down to pay the hire fee. We just send the hire fee. Go check out the venue.
You don't like it, basically.
Don't get the hire fee back.
Okay.
Like there was one time when we wanted to take one guy to court because he was pushing for us to pay the hire fee, talking about I've penciled it in with other people, they're ready to pay. We're like, alright, cool, this is a Halloween event in a space in East. Venue was 1,600. We were going to do like coaches and all of that stuff. Gone to see the venue, made sense. I think it was dry hire as well. We was going to eat that day.
Yeah.
Sent the 5K. All of a sudden, we have a good friend of ours that's a part of the big boys in Shoreditch.
Yeah.
You know, you send him a message, he lets you know, yo, listen, there was a hearing today in court, and that venue you lot are talking about,
Yeah.
it's gone. They're losing their license.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're like, how's he accepting higher fees then? Right, he's probably trying to cash up.
Yeah.
So we message him, man, as if we don't know. Like, oh, by
Yeah.
the way, you know what, we've got had a change of heart. We don't really want to go ahead with the event.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, his lawyers replying, brother, what's
Lawyers. So to emails.
Bro, lawyers getting bare aggy in the emails and that. We're like, nah, this guy's trying to jingle us, man.
Trying to.
Didn't get it, bro.
He jinned.
Yeah, we didn't get it back. Told us he lost the license, that they never had the license. You know, like when you apply for a TENS,
Yeah.
and the venue convinces you that, You'll come through by the 31st. We're like,
Yeah.
bro, we have to promote the event.
Yeah.
I can't just wait for you to call me on the 29th and be like, oh yeah, we got it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
For those who don't know, what is a 10, sorry?
Our temporary event notice, and some venues need it in order to close later. And I think you get 10 a year?
Yeah, I think close to that. A bit
10
more
a
than
year.
that,
So some venues like to use it, and it works for 24 hours. So let's say you have an event on a Saturday and it starts at 10 till 4 a.m. If it's on a bank holiday, it could extend to the Sunday, because a lot of venues don't close late on Sundays. I don't know if you lot realize that.
Yeah.
They usually close around 1, latest 2. But you can get an extension where you can close at 4 or 5 because it's a bank holiday.
Yeah.
It's on a Sunday. So what a lot of venues do is they apply for a 10s on a weekend, and I think they apply for it to start on either the Saturday or the Sunday. So when it's the bank holiday, it can fall into the Monday, and then the Monday they can close late as well. So they get custom on the Saturday, custom on the Sunday, and then custom on the Monday.
Okay.
So
Teach people how to do events,
would I teach people?
like sell a course or something, for example.
Do you know what's mad about events that I've clocked, yeah? If you're not passionate, like if I don't want to go to the event,
It's not happening.
it's not an event to me. Like I'm not someone who works in corporate where you just, this is your client, this is what they want to do, make it happen. I'm not that kind of event type of person. I go into a space and I'm like, what can I do in it that I would want to come to? And that's how I kind of sell it to people. If I can't sell it if I wouldn't want to go there.
So you wouldn't, so let's say someone's watching now and actually wants to get into events. Say you've got like a budding 18, 19-year-old, even someone who might be our age who wants to get into events. You're saying that you wouldn't teach people how to...
No. I can take someone under my wing and give them advice, but they have to go and experience it. I didn't learn what I learned off someone telling me. I had to stand there and feel it out. Like even, for example, even just that instinct that you have where you're like, it's getting warm over there. Let me go over there and see what's going on. Hey man, do you want a bottle? Do you want a drink? You know that you have to learn that. I can't teach that. So that's how I feel with events. Whereas there's some people that go into the corporate side of things, and they just get told what to do 9 to 5. My events isn't 9 to 5. It's 24/7.
Okay, so
Like,
looking at...
she's just sitting next to me right now, sorting out
I
events.
was going to say, looking at the
Yeah,
two...
that's the reason. Yeah,
Okay, so
do you know
looking
what I
at the
mean?
two of you who do
It's
events now.
distracting me.
So
It's annoying.
let's imagine the two of you don't know each other. So Chizo, look at Taser and say, what would you take from what Taser does in events and add to yours? What would you say Taser's doing? Okay, and what would you say Chizo does that you could add to yours? Because you're both into events now, and I think why the two of you are successful in events, because you're very different but got very similar personalities, meaning that generally speaking, people say that you're people, as in like you're friendly, you know how to network, you know how to socialize. So people tend to like the two of you. So I'd say, for someone who wants to do events, would you say that it's important to be a people person? Would you say that you can just be an
100%.
Why not? Bro, if you're not a people's person, forget.
I could teach you everyone's little trick. I'll give you an example. Let me use Zoma and Manny Suave as prime examples. If you watch their stories, what do you see on the weekends when they ain't got events?
I don't follow either of them, so I'm
Okay,
not too...
all right. Prime example. Let's say Zoma. Zoma might go to someone else's event who's got a crowd following, but he'll bring a few people along, and on their table, people will be entertained. So it's like
Whenever you're with this guy,
whenever you're with this guy, you're gonna have a lit time. You get what I'm saying? So what that does is it draws in other people who are like, rah, I want in. So when he does his event now, those people instantly buy tickets because they want to.
It's the easy
Their
stuff.
Manny Suave, he might go out dinner with his friends and that. But when people see that, there's other women who are like, rah, they want in on that circle. So they buy into the person based on
Also, even
their
just-
lifestyle. That's a different technique.
There's people that you mix with, the women that you're around. People like to play. What I don't like about things like this, yeah, because I've clocked, especially with free shots, yeah. People like to play down the trivial stuff, but the trivial stuff is what makes the world tick. So, for example, me talking about having more women than men at an event is probably one of the reasons why my event has lasted so long. Someone out there will be like, oh, all you do is talk about women. But hold on a second. If you went to an event that
And you saw bare
was
men.
sausage heavy, you're leaving. That bar spend's not getting hit. All of a sudden, that promoter don't do raves no more. I wonder why.
Yeah.
So I'm saying one thing that I'll say that Chiz does, just to answer your question,
Yeah, that you could take from him and add to yours. You've already seen and added to yours.
it's
And what have you taken? What have you seen Taser
it's
that
a
you've
double
added
edged
to yours?
it's a double-edged sword for me in regards to what I'm about to say. Yeah, it's how he has so much of the mandem still at his events. For me, I can only take about 40%.
No, but
Do you know what I mean?
What did I say to you?
No, yeah, no, I know.
I wiped them out.
Yeah, but initially, when I used to go there,
initially back in the day, my formula was simple. I'd fold all the.
I like your haircut, it suits you. You look handsome.
Thank you.
I was looking at you. I wasn't going to compliment you, but you look handsome.
Thank you.
Sorry. No, it looks you look handsome. So
No, I'll tell you what I used to do before. My formula was simple. My formula was, I'll message all your favorite IG baddies that I know, then I'll tell them come out. Then sometimes I'll be like,
what are you
listen,
laughing for?
that's a simple
No,
formula.
wait.
This guy's got his free time.
Bro,
Sundays.
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Yeah, but do you comp them?
Huh?
Do you comp them?
So
This is my struggle. Did you comp them?
Back in the day, I used to, but this is where
It gets problematic, bro.
this is where it became problematic. When I stopped now, a lot of them
Yeah.
gone Hollywood. So back in there, I'll be like, right, baby, listen, tell 10 girls, boom, boom, boom. Or before Shubs existed, I used to go different areas, link a girl, say, right, babe, hold this for me. 10 tickets, 20 tickets. I'll be like, right, sell all the tickets. And if the tickets were like, let's say like £15 each, I'll be like, listen, sell all the tickets. So if it was like 20 tickets, that's 3 bills. I'll be like, all right, listen, out of that, keep £50 for yourself and I'll give you a free ticket.
Yeah.
So back in the day, I used to have
that's
like 20 girls doing that for me. Fast forward to recent times, they'll be like, oh babe, I beg you forward this link to like 10 of your girls and make sure they come and I'll give you a free comp. Then after, it become like, imagine now, I've done that, then I'm telling you, don't tell your friends. You've got to tell your brethren. Me and your brethren becomes cool now, and she's like, rah, could I do what you?
Yeah.
Then,
My one's even worse. My one was
changed.
My one was So I think it was her birthday, so I comped her. All right, I mean that's fair.
Yeah.
And that's an easy thing to share to them your friends.
Yeah.
Taser comped me because it's my birthday.
Of course.
You know, I might give you a hookup, and I might say, I beg you don't tell Cheese.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, Cheese is calling me.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob said you hooked him up.
Brother.
Now you got to hook him up now.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So the girls come now with 2 of her girls on the door. It's not her birthday. £20, please.
Yeah.
Her girls are getting mad.
Yeah.
What?
How am I getting charged?
He's gonna charge you. What do you mean he's gonna charge you? I'm about to charge you
As well, it's not your birthday again.
Yeah.
She's like, well, we're not paying. All right, cool, then leave.
Yeah.
You're really gonna kick us out? No, I'm not kicking you out. You're refusing to pay. So
How do the two of you draw the line between? So where does the line cross between where someone can come to your event for free, and when you expect to charge them? So where does one draw the line in regards to friends? So let's say Matthew has got a friend. Okay, but you don't know who this friend is, and obviously for those that know, Matthew is Taser's business partner.
Yeah.
I think it's just for the events, isn't it? So
Yeah,
40s
yeah.
is just you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
So it's just for the event. So let's know how did you and Matthew decide who can come and who can't? So for instance, let's say Matthew's got a friend who you don't know who he is. Do you have a list of the maximum comps each of you can have?
do you know what? Matthew's been my business partner since it's 11 years now. Like, if he wants to comp 100 people, I'm not fussed. It's like that. At the end of the day, I trust his judgment. He trusts mine.
Me and Daps cap each other.
No, there's a cap. Obviously,
cap
it's
each
like
other.
we try to go like 10 per event. But if it's like Mandem, like for example, you or Chiz or Marv, like Marv can be on my list, Marv can be on his list. Like, we're not gonna put you lot on a particular list or add to a cap.
I could be on either.
Do you know what I mean? And I learned that the hard way because, bruv, there's not one event I can think of, that I can go to and not expect to be treated a certain way if that person does events. That doesn't mean you're extending that gratitude to my boys. And that's happened bare times. So I go to Chizo's event, I'm not expecting to pay. You man can't think the same thing. Back at your £20, man.
But when you've gone to events though, have your friends looked at you sideways when, for instance, say
They can't though.
when you're walking in and then they're like, oh, sorry big man.
No, but they can't. There's times I've gone to pay and the door girls looked at me. You're right, Taser. I'm like, oh shit, what going? She's like, keep your money.
And then,
in my mind, I'm
everyone
like,
else behind you just pays.
yeah, but in my mind, I'm like, right, if the promoter comes to you and says, what, you didn't let Taser pay? That's on you. But she just might just think, it makes sense to just have Taser here kind of thing. And I'm the type of person, if that's the treatment that I get, I'm going straight to the bar.
Have any of you ever caught your door, I don't use the word door girls, but the ladies working at the door let people in for free and then you found out that they've let someone free and you've gone back and be like, yo,
I'm not like that.
Have you ever found someone
I've noticed it. Then
Yeah,
I've spoken to them quietly and said, don't do that again.
Do you get the money back off the guy or do you get the money off her? Or do you just let it slide?
No, let it slide, but I'm like, don't do that again.
Yeah, I think
but I'll tell you.
I think the girls that work for me, they know. They will ask. They're cool to ask. I'm the nice one. Like even at the end of the event, and I'm just saying this so you lot know that I've clocked onto you lot, and this is why I'm never around when it's the end of the night. But they'll come and they'll be like, oh, today's.
But you know what?
Can you call me an Uber? I'm like, wait, is that coming out your invoice or?
Another thing though, more time. I realize why the girls who do the doors for me, they will never bump me. I pay them better than everyone else.
Yeah, it's trust. It's trust.
Yeah. So they will never. They always say to me that, right, you pay me way more than everyone else.
But I don't pay attention to what anybody else is paying. Like even like my DJs, for example. Me and Matthew just woke up one day and we're like, yo, these men have been riding. Some of my DJs have been playing for 11 years. That's why
Shorty Bless has been around me for a long time.
I'm not Shorty for time, yeah. So Shorty's playing at my wedding.
Yeah. And he's very reliable.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's reliable.
So one day we just woke up and we're like, do you know what? We're just going to increase you lot's fee. We didn't need to do that because you lot were accepting the fee that we already offered you. But we just said, no, we're just going to increase it, man. You lot have been rolling with us and yeah.
Now, to your slow jams and R&B event, so the last one you done was in, I think it was East.
London East.
London East. Okay, and what was the capacity for that event?
I think that was 1,006.
You could have doubled that.
No, 1,400.
And what gave you the confidence that you could actually pull out those numbers? Was it the box park that gave you the confidence?
Oh, you mean as in, yeah. So I think the previous big one we did was Box Park. No, Site 5.
Okay.
Site 5, East London.
What was the capacity of that one?
That one was, that was like 800, 900, but tickets just flew out the gate, bro.
And this one was 1,400.
Yeah.
And would you say you sold out?
Yeah.
You sold out. So let me just do the maths for this.
No, don't do the maths for that one. Do the maths for the next one.
No, we'll get there in a minute. So 1,000. What's the average ticket price for your event? For the slow jams.
Let me go on the website now.
Just give us an average ticket price.
I don't know. I'm not involved.
Should we say it's £12.50 the average?
I'm not involved in that side of things. I just go look pretty, dish out tequila, sometimes jump on the mic and go home.
No, because we're gonna get to your live performance in a minute. We're gonna get to your live performance that you done. We're gonna get to your live performance in a minute.
£31.
So the average ticket. Oh wait.
That's the next one. That's sold out.
Okay, so that's sold out already. What the tickets start at?
£31.
So the cheapest ticket was £31.
Yeah, and that's 1,600 capacity.
Okay, so let's just do the maths. 1,600 times
48, 50. Yeah.
Man, screw this,
It's about 50 bags.
Obviously, this is just turnover. It doesn't talk about your expenses. But anyone that's got a calculated a bit of maths can see that the event that's going on in the next 2 weeks, okay, which is 1,600 capacity, £30 tickets, is we can do the numbers and anyone can do the numbers and you can see that you can gross close to 50 bags from that event. And you don't have any overheads in regards to having to have that venue and have to pay business rates, all of that. The only overheads you've got is probably security or maybe the venue hire fee, maybe your billboards that I see you done, etc.
DJs, and let me tell you another funny one, So whenever you go to an event, I think more now, it's the big events, but usually house, tech, EDM, those kind of events, they have it there. The CO2 or confetti machine.
Yeah.
Whilst it looks good for you lot's Instagram story, every time it goes off, that's like $5.
Straight.
Yeah.
Bro, straight. There's a special one that Danky Sounds use. Shout out Danky, their family. There's one grand.
It's gone. Let's just
Bro,
make it chest.
gone. Everyone better have their phones out. What do you mean?
Yeah. Man, you got to put the announcement. Guys, we're stopping the rave. 1 second.
Yo, $1,000. That's just one, and you might get like 6 over the course of one night. Like installations, balloons, like these cost P. So a lot of man reinvest. So you want, like you said, 50K, but a lot of it's gone back in. To some events, you see chocolate fountains, you've got girls dancing, breathing fire. All of that is a cost.
And what would you say the success of? So obviously you've got Faded, you've got Refresh, and I like how you move from Faded to Refresh, where you thought to yourself, okay, Faded is more of a hip hop kind of trap sort of thing. There might be some people who want to hear a bit of R&B, a bit of
dress up.
So you then opened Refresh, so you kind of had the one event rebranded, still kept Faded, but had that for those who don't really want to do the trap sort of thing. And then obviously you've got from that, you've then gone to your slow jams and R&B. Now my question now is, what would you say the success of that was? As to why, the slow jams and R&B, how it went from 200 people at Trent Park, where you had to
I think the vibe, just literally the vibe. Me and Chucky.
And you're forgetting one important factor to this women.
Yeah, it's R&B.
Yeah, it's literally like the women have.
No, yeah,
literally.
No, women drive a lot of things that I do. I'll be honest with you. Like even when I look at
sales of 40s.
Yeah. When there's one particular picture of my brethren, wearing a grey tracksuit, bruv. She is the reason why that tracksuit sold out.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even my photo shoot. Yeah. She just, I dropped her the tracksuit. She wore it one day because it was sunny. that's that picture. Like every time I post that picture,
I think I know who.
yeah, I'm just like, no, but the funny thing is, the reason why you'd think it would sell out,
Yeah.
that wasn't even in the picture.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, you know, like sometimes you might get certain girls where she's got cheeks.
Oh, is that?
No, I'm just, no, you know, like Yagi worldwide and that. A lot of the selling is because of the cheeks of the women that are wearing. I'm very smart, you know, don't try to catch me out. I thought I didn't rehearse this. Come on, man. So, a lot of the selling is the cheeks. Like, I can guarantee if a girl wore that and she didn't have cheeks, a lot of men would be like, wait, hold on, what's going on? So with her, obviously, dropped to the tracksuit, my bread and all that, and then, bruv, the picture was just so wavy, that colorway sold out, and I'm like, yo, I might be onto something. And also, the tracksuit is quality. It's not like I'm selling a shit tracksuit just trying to get peas out of people. It's actually a decent quality, but for me, the hard part of it was getting it on you. That's what it was. Whereas with R&B, I don't need to get it. You know what your favorite R&B is.
Yeah.
You listen to it all day, every day. All I'm now asking you to do is come out and enjoy it with everybody else.
Yeah.
So it's like a choir, it's like a church, it's like a service.
And I think everyone's been missing that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? R&B.
Because I'm a piano has just come through and it's like, people are complaining, bro. Like, no disrespect to the I'm a piano fans, but
Big up Danky, as he said.
no, because Danky's killing it, but Danky is that brand. I'm talking
yeah.
about a normal rave that you'd go to that would tell you
I'm a piano,
multi-genre.
yeah.
But they're playing I'm a piano for 3 hours.
Yeah.
People are like, yo, what?
When I went to Ghana, I got tired of Amapiano.
Fam, that's what I'm saying.
When I went to Ghana, that's all I heard.
So it's like, yo, let's not get lazy now. There's bare music. Like every day, Meat Mill Dreams and Nightmares. Meat Mill's got like 300 other songs, man. So what I like to do with my nights is just like go down that lane, explore, push, like have fun with what you're doing in it. So with R&B, it was that kind of vibes. Like, come and hear the R&B songs that you probably, the last time you heard it was in your car or in your bedroom.
And you know, like R&B nights are big, like in America, like when you go to Atlanta,
they're
like
killing it.
Wednesday, Thursday nights,
Yeah.
it's mostly R&B nights and a lot of bars and clubs, and it's the busiest nights.
And how would you say you've retained your customers? So, for instance, Fade's been going on for a very long time. So is Refresh. So obviously, as Taser, obviously the brand underneath you is Refresh, Faded. How would you say you've been able to retain your client base and your customers, as in repeat customers? I'm sure that obviously you don't attend all your events, but I'm sure that you've gone to a few and been like, you've been fucking with me for like 8-9 years. What do you think you have done to allow those customers to come back? Because I think the biggest problem in business is customer retention. Somebody might come to a restaurant once, never come back again. Someone might buy your t-shirt, never buy it again. What do you think you've managed to do to keep that customer retention?
I think like I said in the beginning, where I was like, I'd only really do events that I would want to go to.
Okay.
And I feel like being attentive and staying focused on what people like going to, especially if I know I'm going to enjoy it, just kept doing that. So with Faded, is just kept the vibe. A lot of the thing about Faded is our tagline used to be, well, it still is, sorry, good people, good vibes, good music. So the DJs always try to make sure that there's 30 DJs. I listen when I go out. Yo, I'm interested in booking you. So I'm not booking those shit DJs. I don't book these influencer DJs because they're pretty. What does that mean? Because the man will get to the event and all of a sudden, clang. It's long. And I'm the one that's going to feel that. So this is not me disrespecting the industry that's out there. It's just when a venue owner like yourself comes to me and says, yo, big man, you didn't hit the bar spin. I'm the one that has to go to bed with that.
Yeah.
Not the people who are raving.
People don't understand
So
that bit.
so there's certain things I need to do to make sure that the brand is at a certain level, even for the customer to come in and be like, you know what? And then also we've been a trusted brand for people to come and celebrate their birthdays or bank holidays. Imagine working 6-7 weeks on the trot, knowing that there's a bank holiday coming, and I'm going to let my hair down.
Yeah.
Where am I going? Manny Suave, Summer of Love, Faded, Danky, Refresh, DLT. These are all trusted brands, and we just happen to sit there as well.
So when doing an event, like say Faded, let's say you've got a big event, you've got like maybe you're doing, would you call it a big event anything over 500? What would you guys say a large event is? Anything from 500 up?
Well, the conversation we had yesterday,
yesterday.
There's no venues, bro.
Yeah, there's no venues.
But would you say that 500 up is a large event?
I think a
it's a
standard
struggle.
event is like 100 to 200.
Yeah.
If you're trying to put yourself out there and you can sell out 400, 500, then
So when doing
500 plus.
So when doing a 500 plus event, what is your marketing strategy? Do you fire out emails or do you just go straight to social media? What is your, so let's say you sat down with Matthew, said, we're going to do a venue in this warehouse, it's 500 capacity. What is your strategy to push it? As in to make sure you get those numbers.
Yeah, so influencer marketing. Emails here, because you've got a database. Instagram, Facebook marketing, so like promo.
Is that sponsored adverts?
Sponsored ads, and then you can do dark ads apparently, and then just put money behind it. Some people put £20. Some people put £5 bills.
Mad, yeah? This one coming up tomorrow is the first time I ain't put sponsored ad.
Okay.
Just word of mouth.
Yeah, and I hit 600 straight.
Word of mouth.
Word of mouth.
But you can tell when there's a drought in events and people are like they're yearning for something good to go to. You can tell when you're a trusted brand, man, because there's bank holidays, there's bare events, bro.
Why do you think you managed to?
The tweet I put yesterday saying about it's mad how I've got a strong Twitter following, but my Twitter don't come to my events.
Yeah, do you know what's mad as well? I've learned that with free shots. Like, man will go online sometimes, and obviously we've had viral moments. Some have been good, some haven't been so good. But some of the people commenting, bro, they don't even listen to the pod.
Yeah.
But then I will go bed thinking, fuck, maybe I shouldn't have said that. But I'm like, what do you mean I shouldn't have said that?
Yeah, your following.
My following are there for that reason.
So where would you say with Faded? Where would you say most of them? I know it's hard to figure out the analytics, but where would you say most of your customers come from for Faded?
I don't know, bro.
I remember one time you did one event. One time you told me like some French people turned up or some random country turned up.
No, Spain, Halloween.
Spain, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
bro,
you said
this
some-
Halloween event, yeah. Oh my God, bro.
Because someone used it on TikTok, innit?
Yeah, some famous Spanish person. Basically, there's this thing that they do in Spanish. I think it's Day of the Dead or something around Halloween, and there's a following that literally wherever this person says we're going, no matter what country it is, we're going.
Yeah.
And they all book and go.
That's sick though. That is sick,
bro.
yeah.
So he just said, "Yo, I heard about a Faded in da 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 da," or she. I can't remember who the initial person was. We're getting there, bro. Felipe, De Souza. Iniesta, Raul, but bare man. I'm like, wait, what's good? But remember, it's good to sell tickets, but when I can't deliver the typical crowd,
The music you want to hear, yeah.
No, the music's what?
So they were fine with the music.
Wait, hold on a second. You think I'm changing the music because bare Spanish people? You see,
Wait,
you're that guy.
Wait.
I advertised my rave already.
Wait. So let's just say you've got 500 capacity, yeah?
Yeah.
And let's say 450
and it
of
was
them are-
advertised as Faded.
Yeah. And 450 of them have come in and they're like Spanish,
It's the same thing. You booked my rave.
What do you want to hear?
I understand.
Well, you got to play some, what's that reggaeton?
Why? Why? That's what I say.
Play some Pitbull, innit? You got to play Pitbull for the night.
How can we change our night?
play the whole album with Pitbull.
They bought. It's not like it was a bar and the DJs looked over and thought, there's a lot of. So what? If there was bare white people, I should start playing ABBA in that.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. If I'm an event organizer or a DJ, if I'm the DJ, and there's times that I've been at the restaurant, and let's say we've had a crowd of where there's maybe 30 white people, I'll switch it up and play some of that.
No, but you don't have a your brand isn't based on your music.
That's true.
Faded is based on hip hop and R&B. So just because there's more white people doesn't mean they don't want to hear hip hop and R&B.
Yeah, no,
but
that's a true fact.
obviously we couldn't go deep with the hip hop. Like man's not gonna play Little Durk and that.
You have to play the commercial,
Yeah,
so they can understand and know it.
So, but literally, the venue held 800. I think they bought 650.
Wowzers.
700
So you
tickets.
got a quick, easy save 650 to say
Fam,
bang.
it was so mad, that.
I remember you was telling us that you was
Yeah,
looking
I
at
was
the names and the
confused,
emails. You're
yeah.
like Emile Estevan.
Bro, Gonzalez, but it was mad. But then, obviously, the typical Faded crowd were like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
And it was hard because you could see them on the night, like,
What's going on? Where's the vibe? Like no one's really.
Have these man changed? Like,
Yeah.
what's going on? So obviously that's why we have to kind of keep saying it on our socials to let people know, this is an anomaly. This isn't normal. Like we didn't know this. And then Matthew's very smart. He started messaging these people back, saying, "Yo, where did you find?"
Yeah.
And that's how we found out that it was a famous TikToker that basically
Okay.
announced that, "Yo, this is where we're going," which is actually sick. We should actually do that
that's
more often.
That's a good concept.
Yeah, we
That's a
should do
good
that more
concept.
often. Just take over like a country, like Amsterdam. Sorry, country, a city, Amsterdam, Barcelona, bare Londoners just go there. Like if we all linked up.
My American friends did that with DLT in Ghana.
So yeah, see,
They came like 100 deep.
that's sick, man.
Yeah, they said,
Sick.
"Wow, we're all going this, that."
But that was a good day because it just basically meant that we could announce. I think we announced another Halloween event,
Okay.
so we did 2.
Yeah.
But me and Matthew are inspired by another group of guys who, one Halloween they had like 18 events. So when you're doing calculations,
Give me 18.
18 events, bro.
And just different cities, different countries, basically.
No, same city, bro. Different
18
venue.
events in.
This is what I'm saying. We're small boys, man. 18 events.
listen,
They don't
listen.
have to be there.
What kind of brand have they got that they
Fam,
can?
there's some big promoters out here
Bro,
worldwide.
they don't need to be there. They've got-
18?
Yes, bro. 18 events. Halloween, one day. We're over here celebrating 2. 18. I said, yeah, we got a long way to
They
go.
used to be a group out here like that before, Diverse Nights, I think they were.
Oh yeah, I've heard of them.
Yeah, and they used to be able to push
Exclusive Touch.
Exclusive Touch as well. They used
Shaka
to be able to,
Zulu.
yeah,
And there was one
push
white
12
brand,
events on-
Scintillate. I know you've heard of them before. Yeah, Scintillate. They used to do all the West End. They used to do like 16, 17 nights on a Friday.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, and I
Keep
remember
it out
now.
there. And it might just be, for example, they got to deal with a venue where it's like, yo, I have a separate guest list and my percentage is X amount. But if you send 20 people here, 30 people there, 100 people there, 200 people there one night, love, you're eating and you're in your yard, chilling.
No, it's good business.
How long did it take for you to become Taser Black off today? Because I'm presuming 10 years ago you weren't this guy.
I still taste the black though.
Yeah, but not the name, the person, everything that is so.
No, but I'm saying it started from when I was younger. If you go to my blog now, they'll tell you we had our suspicions about this guy, man. We didn't really know because I wasn't on roads, but I knew bare road, man. We just kind of connected from like vibes, chilling, banter, whatever. And a lot of it was, listen, I say it all the time. A lot of it was women. I'm pulling up on the block with the bad bees. They're like, you know, Taser's cool, man. Taser's cool, man. Because
So
sometimes
basically, that was your way in, basically.
bro, I'm telling you, like, if you want to do business with a man them, especially man them like that, bro, I'm telling you, slap a few women over there. Chiso can admit, if there's tension over there between two different tables, slap a few bad bees over
in the middle of the
bro.
two.
I used to see someone love what I used to do. I used to filter girls
In the tables.
to tables.
Man them,
So what I
girls in
used
the
to do was
middle.
every table, remember in the one in Leighton?
Yeah.
Every table, there'll be different groups
Like
of
guy, girl.
this drug dealer from here, this big corporate guy from here, this big trap
Because,
star.
like you said,
girls in between.
we're not gonna drink all the liquor, bro.
Yeah.
As much as we like to, we're not drinking all the liquor.
Bro, one of my birthdays,
let them drink, man.
100 Moet Nectar Roses. We bought 108. Then after, I put them all in one bin with the lights on, and I took a picture.
108 bottles.
Yeah.
I tried to do that. You know, on my birthday,
And
that
it
you
was
lot
all
came from?
flashing.
I tried to do that for my birthday.
Yeah.
100 bottles.
Yeah, what
We
happened?
got to 66.
Okay.
It was close. Yeah, it wasn't too bad. It was
Yeah,
fuming,
108
though, man.
bottles in the bin.
We should have got to 100, but because, like, obviously, I got a high. Remember, I wasn't supposed to be working that night. I was
Yeah.
working.
Yeah.
Because the guy that I got to work the night just got shook. You
Yeah.
black faces. He's like, I'm not going to these man to get their money. He's shook. I'm like, bro, come on, man. You know that there was that one table.
Yeah.
Man, one rapper came in with 18 man. Security looked at me. I said, yeah, just let them in, man. Security was shook. He said, what, you want to search them? I said, nah, you don't have to. Just let them in, man. Whatever, man.
But
But
the
don't,
funny thing is that, see with promote, okay, so with your nights though, is it fair to say that, generally speaking, when you're sent, tables are your banked money to say you're going to hit the bar spend, I'm assuming.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
That's like
it
a way of
helps.
saying like, okay, we've got 10 tables, we sell them for maybe £300 each, we know we've got £3,000, done. And the bar spend's 5, so the rest of the people will make the bar spend. Now, is it fair to say that, generally speaking, it's the F-boys and the drug dealers who are the ones who are buying these tables?
Do you know what? Back in the day,
Back
I
in
said,
the- yeah.
Now,
But
more
the-
time, girls, bro.
Yeah, girls
Okay.
are.
Girls want to sit down.
Girls are.
Yeah.
Girls
They
are
might
the-
not.
girls
like,
are the table-
Yeah,
table
but
game
do you know
now.
what it is? I haven't measured it yet because I haven't really paid attention yet. But so when the man them like buy a table, package, whatever, they usually spend more if the night's good.
Yeah.
Whereas I don't know if girls buy more
Girls will spend
the package and then
That's
maybe
it.
go to the bar after
Yeah.
if they want
Yeah.
more. Is what I've noticed.
And what would you say, with the dynamics of raving and with bar spends and tables, is it fair to say that the man them will only spend when there are pretty women
Of course.
around?
Yeah.
Brother, you should know the formula by now.
That's how West End. That's how West
Yeah,
End.
that's how West
that's
End
how West End
operates.
functions.
Yeah.
If West End exists, that's the reason.
Bro, it's Miami as well. Remember I told you the story of Story? When we went Story, we jumped out. I was in Miami with my Bristol brethren. We jumped out of the car. We've seen a bunch of women at the door. And I said, it's looking meaty still. And them men were like, 4 men had already dropped out early. So 4 men had dropped out. So originally the table would have cost maybe I think it would have cost us 300 each. But now, because 4 men has dropped out, it's cost 6 bills each. And we'd already gone dinner with Cool and Dre earlier and spent 250 each. So I was like, rah, in the space of a few hours, it's getting mad pricey. So now we've seen these women outside and the security's like, no, unless you're on the table, you're not getting in. Then next minute, we're just seeing like Sprinter van, open up, baddies, open up, baddies. I've just gone into my pocket and said, whew,
Yeah, bro.
it's about to be a long night, boy.
Same thing happened in Miami to us. We went for my boy's birthday, and then we were going to go live.
Same thing in Live on Sunday, yeah,
Fontainebleau.
Fontainebleau.
But because it's my boy's birthday, we went to Miami for my boy's birthday. We already knew in advance. So he's been speaking to a promoter there. The table was 5K.
Yeah.
Paid it in advance. Paid the deposit in advance. So when we went on the day, the night's 10 till 3 or something like that.
3.
We've gone there at 9
Yeah.
to say, yo, big man, remember our faces, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
We're coming back. He's like, yeah, cool. Gone out to eat, come back. Because we were staying in the Fontainebleau. Gone upstairs to get ready,
Must
come
be
back
nice.
downstairs. I mean, sometimes. Come downstairs now, bro, the lobby,
It's a madness.
women
Everywhere.
Yeah.
And none of them, or should I say 80% of them, know how they're getting in. They're just there.
So basically, waiting for the man
Waiting.
to say, come on.
We coming through the back door when we went there, but as I've creeped and looked here, security and promoters going to the line and picking out the buffest ones.
Yeah.
Because they come to the front row in.
Women can go in for free.
So we can't deny that there is a pretty privilege when it
Oh,
comes
yeah.
to the
Literally,
partying scene.
We've gone to the door, said we're ready to go in now. Promoters looked at us and he's stressed. We're like, yo, what? He goes, I can't lie. Obviously, because it's Meek Mill's birthday.
We're giving your table away.
Nah, we haven't given your table away. The price has gone. Sorry, yes. We've given you the table you want because we wanted floor table.
Yeah.
So Little Wayne's decided he wants to come, and that's the table that he usually gets.
Oh, what?
So
Table 1, 2, 3.
So we're gonna give you the table behind him.
Yeah.
But it's now 20K.
From what price?
From 5K, yeah. That's why you come out early.
I saw Bear Man just
Don't
like.
you remember Dubai?
Yeah, they saw they gave our table away.
Yeah,
I
Marvin.
Yeah.
I saw certain man like, nah, I'm not doing that. My boy looked at me like, Taser, I got you. I said, you got me? I said, do you know how much this is gonna end up being? I think 8 of us ended up going in, and it was 2.5 each.
You might pay 2 bags each, 2.5 bags
We
each.
paid 20K. Went in there, but I didn't drink one cup of liquor. I felt so sick, bro.
Wait.
I felt sick.
Wait.
Brother.
You paid 2.5K for a table each.
Bro, it was his birthday. We knew what we were going out there for.
Brother, Miami is a cash loss.
Miami's a joke, bro.
Miami is a cash loss. If you
One
see-
don came
if-
in
if-
late,
if
yeah,
you see
swiped
any,
4K.
If you see any rapper's birthday, any holiday, like special holiday, like Bad Guy Tubber's going memorial, he's like, you coming? I looked at my phone and I said, he said, right, what's the laugh for? I said, brother, do I look rich? Yeah. I said,
I just
man.
mad. Adrian Broner was in there. Luau, I remember.
Luau's always there.
Yeah, Luau was in there. OT Genesis, Rick Ross. Like it was Meek Mill's birthday.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh, I'm just hosting.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
this was his
it's a
birthday.
big night, yeah.
So there was Miami Dolphins were in, like the bare people were in there. I just looked around like, yo, this.
Luau probably had.
Probably,
floor, yeah.
bro.
Table
I looked
two.
to the room. I said, nah. This
Is it
mad.
fair to, it's obvious that when we get tables as men, it's for the women.
Yeah.
It's not because we want to sit down, right? It's for the women.
Like, it depends on what venues you're in. Like, I've never seen venues designed the way they're designed in Miami. They take the piss, bro.
As in literally you have to have a
there's
table,
no
basically.
standing space.
There's no standing space, bro. And VIP is
You can't really
the whole
dance
rave.
then. So you can't really
No,
dance then.
No, you're dancing your table.
But the little space you've got in your section, basically.
Bro, the whole rave is VIP and then upstairs will be Gen Pop. I don't want to stay up there.
The standing space and live is like here, and security by each table is pushing man away
Bro,
from your table.
You gotta get a
Big
table
guys,
to go into
yeah, you
these
have to-
clubs.
yeah,
Don't get me
yeah.
wrong, you can go to a bar or go to a restaurant. Like, you don't have to get tables, obviously.
But if you're
we're
gonna
not
go to
from
the-
there, but
yeah.
if you're gonna go there, the culture's different. It's different. You can't go there with
I tell everyone, if you're gonna go
faded
Miami,
mentality.
If you're gonna go Miami and you want to avoid all of that, go Wynwood. Wynwood is Shoreditch,
Yeah.
but you only know about Wynwood when you buck into locals.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you're a foreigner, going live in that, it's like going West End, so you
Yeah.
get trapped in the.
Because even here, like if someone comes here, I'm not sending them to the West End
No.
to enjoy themselves.
No, but then again, because people talk about the nightlife scene in the UK and they say that it's really bad.
I mean, it's bad in the sense that we don't have a spot that we can, like, for example, when you were talking about every Wednesday and every Thursday there's an R&B spot that everyone goes to and it's packed. We don't have that, but we do have brands, and whenever the brands are on, you're guaranteed a good time.
Yeah, but there isn't like, say, a club or a space that we can go to where it's like every Friday or Saturday.
Yeah.
So it's basically, if there's not an event going on,
That
we
used
don't have anywhere to go.
That used,
Yeah,
to be,
yeah.
that used to be ministry back in the day.
Okay.
Remember every Friday.
Until the incident happened.
Until yeah,
Because you know, after that incident happened, yeah,
all
Funny
black
enough.
events just died out from there.
we were the first black event
Yeah.
faded after
For
that
years.
incident for
Okay.
years, yeah.
For years.
So that's why it
Yeah.
was a bit like, but we had to take a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Okay.
Imagine a Tuesday.
You did a rave on a Tuesday, just a random Tuesday.
Brother, the guy said to me,
A
"I'll
random
give-
Tuesday?
I'll give you a Tuesday, a Ministry of Sound for your faded anniversary, and you can only do pre-sales. So on the door, I take. You lot only do pre-sales. The venue holds 1,300. Have fun." Me and Matthew said, "You know what? Let's advertise ticket only." We sold 1,050 tickets hand to hand.
Yeah. As in, it wasn't like Shubs or anything when they like internet tickets. You literally was physically giving people tickets.
1,050 tickets, and then the rest on the door. And
So,
he took the door.
because you've grafted then.
Come on, man. Yeah, man. Like, that's been grafted. That's why with free shots, when free shots came about, it was like, for me, it was more to do with, I just want to share my stories because I've done a lot.
Yeah.
I think I've done a lot. I remember one time I sent a broadcast, Faded had gone a whole year. Started in March, so March all the way to December. That same December where Chiso was doing He-Man on the door.
Okay.
The month after, obviously everyone who does events knows January is quiet.
Dead.
But you kind of need to start the year. So you have to do an event, especially with venues. Venues are looking at you like, I'm going to give February, March, April to whoever takes a January date.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because I want to build a relationship.
Of course, yeah.
They're like, but last year I killed it. Come on, man. Like, can we just keep? But
Yeah.
in their mind, they're like, I got overheads.
Yeah.
I can't just keep January quiet.
Yeah.
Hoping that, because Valentine's Day is usually when people
when
start
it
going
starts.
back out.
Yeah.
So we took a January at this date. I sent a broadcast because that's how we used to promote back in the day. So let's say I sent a broadcast to 200 people. 196 people got back to me.
Yeah.
I said, right, I don't usually get a response
response
anyway.
back, yeah.
All of them said no. New year, new me. Not raving. I'm not raving no more. I'm not drinking no more. Bro, my chest. I said, fuck. But the rave had to go ahead.
Yeah.
So I went to this rave early and I just sat upstairs. I got there about 11. I sat there till about 12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When 12:30 hit, I started hearing a bit of noise. So I'm like, okay. Gone downstairs, bruv, the rave is right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's when I knew
Yeah.
I'm bigger than the event. Sorry,
Okay,
the
yeah.
event is bigger than me.
Yeah.
Sorry. Because everybody in this venue, I don't know who they are, but they're here.
Yeah.
So that's when I thought, okay, cool. Do you know what? Faded's bigger than me. Let me remove myself from it. Let's just go.
And what year was that? That was
2013.
okay.
So that March is when we secured ministry. And then obviously because we did well with that shit deal that you gave us, you gave us a better deal for the bank holiday carnival. And then we just smashed it since then, and it's been cutting through since. Done bare venues as well.
Yeah,
you know?
venues.
Seen come and go, bruv. Bare venues we've worked with.
I know you even had a venue.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you say the learning curve with that was? Like if you could rewind the clock, what would you have done different? Would you say there's nothing you could have done different with
What
that?
with my event?
Yeah, with the
your
venue you had.
venue.
We had the venue for I think it was
No,
about
but
3 weeks.
I lost my event because
your
I lost
your
my
venue.
space because
What could you have done different?
initially there's nothing I could have done. Initially it was sometimes you'll start and you'll see like you've been to raves and you notice that the people that cause problems are people that look like yourselves. So initially when you get a venue, you were probably thinking, I'm going to limit how much of those people I'm going to invite in. But then you realize whether you like it or not, they bring the vibe. They bring the vibe, they spend, so then you start leaning more towards letting them in, whatever. So my incident was there was a bigger picture that was happening and we didn't know, but essentially it was people that look like me that got into a fight.
Yeah.
At the time I couldn't say, but it was like my people, innit? So I'm reaching out to them saying, yo, big man, like I've seen them at Summer of Love, like they're my guys, innit? But
They're the ones that technically lost you your venue.
yeah, but it wasn't their fault when more research was done, is what I'm saying. Initially, it felt like it was them. What I would have done differently is done more research into who owns the space, any politics the space may have, because like literally, for example, you've opened a space here, you don't know if there's issues next door or issues upstairs, like you got kind of... Yeah, so how you kind of navigate and get to know people whenever you want to get, like how we kind of navigated into the podcasting space. I guess I would have done that. I won't say venues and events are the same.
Yes, very different.
Yeah, there's an events world and then there's a venue world.
Yeah.
I think I would want to do more, because even when we were like doing the campaign, you like help us save Faded and save Junction House, the amount of people that reached out to us, I was like, raw, I didn't even know you were this and you were that. Man are telling me that they're the MP from Hackney. I'm like, I see you raving and Faded all the time. Like there was bare of that came out. So I was like, okay, cool. So next time, just got to make connections with those people, so it's a lot easier and moving forward, because there's bare things that was happening and it's like, who are you?
Yeah.
Man are just walking in on 4 p.m. Hi, so I'm Okay.
Yeah.
Am I supposed to treat you like you're someone important or tell you to get the fuck out? Like I don't know. So a lot of that was happening in literally the 3-4 weeks that we had the event space for. But
And in regards to 4Ts, where do people find it? Is it a website? Do they go straight to?
4Ts London on Instagram, or just go on the website 4tslondon.com. Got some new t-shirts dropping, and this is just like an extension.
How much are the t-shirts, please?
These t-shirts are going for 60, and the hoodies are
How
going for
much,
80. 60. For the quality, bro. It's better than Balenciaga in my head. Don't piss me off. There's no kids involved, man.
Wait.
Hey, game was
He's
doing mathematics.
He's so bro. I know.
Whoa!
But again, okay, wait. Can I just say something? Wait, hold on. Wait.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
No.
All of this.
I think why I'm celebrating this brother today because I think why I'm celebrating this brother because as like a lot of guys who would be in and I like to celebrate those who are doing legit stuff because sometimes we only think it's the guys and there's nothing like I've committed crimes in my life, so I'm not going to sit here like I'm some saint. No, but sometimes you have to herald those who are doing it the straight way, making good money from it, and sometimes people might not. For how flagrant you could be.
That's the thing. Taser holds back.
Let me say something because
I'm not
I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I'm not an idiot. Let me say something because I'm into business.
Taser holds back.
Like for how humble and how
You could be a flexer.
Like he could flex like your favorite rapper.
Basically.
No.
Don't put that out there, though.
So I'm giving you your props because I know that I know I see everything. You know, I see everything you're doing. I see the events. Sometimes I've seen Fade do 5 events in one day. I'm like, you freaking piece of shit. I'm looking at hold on a minute. I'm looking at
Every time in the story at the weekend.
Listen, one time,
Refresh right here, faded right here.
one time I saw a flyer, yeah. Then I went into the calendar to see what this is all the same week.
No, there was one summer you put out the schedule.
The schedule's mad.
And I looked at it and I said, I went,
Hey, I said, what?
I can't even make all of this.
You know what's funny? It was literally like it was the Haaland of events. There was more events than days. Like, you know, Haaland scored more goals than he's played. There's more events than days.
Just to give you an example of what you're saying, so May, started 3 days ago.
Yeah.
I got an event May the 7th, May the 14th, May the 19th, May the 20th, May the 27th.
Like, these events are all in the schedule from like months ago.
As soon as the King announced that we're gonna have bank holidays,
straight band,
for the
venues,
venues,
boom.
Because bank holidays are a no-brainer.
And I'm assuming, have you already got New Year's sorted, the venue, or do you wait?
100%.
So New Year's, Boxing Day, all those Christmas time events.
I'll tell you a story that happened to us last New Year's, yeah? We sold 750 tickets in advance. Venue holds 800, so we left 50 on the door. For some weird reason, 400 people didn't turn up.
Huh? What do you mean?
400 people didn't turn up. Brother, I was sweating. 400 people came on the door.
So basically, you doubled up basically.
How much is it on the door on New Year's Eve?
About 50, 60?
Thank you. But I went home grinning. and there's no
little duffel bag boy.
bro. And you know what's bad? I didn't expect that. Yeah. I went out there thinking, bro, what do you mean? The doors, like the door girls are coming up to me, Taser, take this. I'm like,
Yeah.
Brother, it was so mad. But then I look back at it and thought, let's say I said sold out, no tickets on the door.
Yeah, you'd have missed out on.
You'd have missed out.
No, there would have been 300 people in the venue. 400 people didn't
It
go.
would
would've
have
been
empty.
airy,
It looked
boy.
empty, yeah.
So this is why sometimes, do you know what I mean?
People end up in Ghana, boy.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Last minute, probably say, I'm going to Dubai. Or probably there was a COVID announcement, everyone thought we could fly out, I don't know. But either way, I was thinking, what is going on? But luckily for us, that people still came. But then imagine everyone who had tickets did come.
Yeah, then, well, I guess those outside would just have to stay outside.
Yeah, so it's a weird one. But yeah, man, I'm having a good run. I'm enjoying, you know.
That's good. It must be nice.
I mean, it's all right. I mean, I've been on my, like I said, I remember the days when I used to just eat Indomie and I didn't know what I was doing tomorrow.
Skinny Taze days.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? So.
I remember when man phoned me and said he wanted to go gym. I said, Gerard.
Yeah, a gym opened in my area. I said, you know what, I think I might have to start dedicating myself to getting gym.
But now he's a full-on gym rat. Please, everyone, please like, comment, share. I always see all the time in the comments people saying, oh yeah, this is going to get bigger, blah, blah, blah. If you're liking, commenting and sharing, it's going to push it out in the algorithm and YouTube is going to push it to a new audience. So please keep supporting and thank you.